Hi there friends, Joanna here. I hope you're all doing amazing. Today is a super fun project. I know I say everything is fun, right? But this is never too early to start getting organized. I had several people ask me if I could make this. I would love for you to let me know how I did. So let's get started. Hi friends, yes, so it's never too soon to get organized. These are perfect for your craft room, sewing room, your office, right? It's never too early to get organized. So these are two different versions. I used 4 different pieces of scrap fabrics for this, right? So you can use up all your small pieces. Today we're going to be doing this version here, and let's get started. Okay, so I have 4 pieces here. I have 2 10.5 by 7.5, and I have 2 10.5 by 7 pieces. This project is use what you have. If you have orphan blocks you want to use, if you have fat quarters you want to use up, scraps, whatever you want. This is a great little project to use up a lot of your little remnant pieces or whatever you have left. I'm going to be adding some Heat and Bond Light to one of my base pieces, my purple pieces. So I'm going to just press my Heat and Bond Light onto one of the pieces. Okay, so I've added the Heat and Bond Light to one of my pieces and put that aside. So my other piece, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our 2 floral pieces and we're going to fold them in half. Right, so I'm going to place them right on top here. I guess I didn't press this very correctly. All right, and then we're going to fold it on this other side here. Okay, so now we're going to decide what we want to put into, or pre-plan what we want to put into our pockets. Okay, so I kind of pre-planned what I want to put, and I marked my lines all the way across straight down to both pieces. So, you know, I want to put my cutter, I want to put my trimmers, maybe some thread, my seam ripper, my brush, and then my heat erase pen. So, let's see. I went ahead and marked all the way across, all to both sides here. And you can pin if you want or clip, but I just eyeballed it. So what I did was I took my rotary cutter on my line here, and that is about 2 inches. And then I added another 1.5 inches here. So this way I could just very easily put my pieces in, and just like that. And the same thing, I've been making these for a long time, and you know, when you are working with stuff, you're just putting stuff in, right? So I'm actually adding, I'm going by the lines on my table. So for this one, I added an extra inch, and then so on. So it all depends on what you're adding. I usually add an extra 1/2 inch to 1 inch, depending on what's on here. Like these smaller ones, you can add a bunch of pens. You could just, right, for these you wouldn't even really need to add anything, but I just made them a little bigger. So if I'm adding a bunch of pens here, right, and then whatever you're going to be adding. So this is the fun part. So now we are almost done. These are also fun if you wanted to just add clips, right? Okay, so for today's project, I am not making the pleated pockets because the pleated pockets wind up being way too big, and they might be okay for the outside, but they wind up getting to be, this one I've had and used for a long time, so after a while it's you know, they start getting too wide, and so we're just going to do straight stitching today. All right, so I have gone and clipped around. So since I had pre-marked my lines, what we're going to do is I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to stitch down, back stitch down each of the lines, back stitching at the top for both parts. If you guys are enjoying this video, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know if you would be making these, because this really is a fun project, and they make great gifts, fun little stocking stuffers. So I would appreciate that. It helps our channel grow. Yep, so that's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to, remember, back stitch at the top here and sew down each of your lines. Okay, I have stitched down all of my lines, and I went ahead and attached my 5-inch elastic piece here along the side here of either one of the pieces, right along the center. Before our next step, I went ahead and I pinned along these outer parts here, so to make sure that they keep the fabric in place, but you want to make sure you keep them out of your sew line, so you can place them right in the center here. Next step is to remove the paper from your Heat and Bond light piece. Okay, so now we are creating our little sandwich. We're putting our pieces right sides together. I left some sticking out just to ensure that everything gets caught in our organizer. I left a 3-inch opening, and I am going to use a 1/2-inch seam allowance for this project just to make extra sure that everything gets caught in here, and that will still leave us with plenty of room for our tools that we are going to be putting inside. Oh, and yes, I am clipping all the way around this just to make sure that everything is super secure. Okay, so I have turned everything right side out, gave a good press, because when we use the Heat and Bond light, we have the adhesive on the other side, so we have a nice flat piece. Gave an 1/8 of an inch stitch all the way around. I've added my button, so now we're just going to put our tools inside. Okay, so I figured out what I wanted to put in my organizer. So I have my small rotary, my snips, my seam ripper, my brush, some heat erase markers, my poking tool, some thread, some clips, as well as my awl and my seam roller. So let me know how you guys think I did. Leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, please hit the notification bell so you can get notified of lots of fun stuff. So thank you guys so much, and I appreciate all of your support.